guys. Okay, so today is one of those days where I have something pressing to do. I have a deadline that I've set for myself, and it's something that I don't want to do. I'm dreading it, but it's got to be done. And so there is this tip that I learned, and I'm sure you've heard of it. It's very cliched and it's a very annoying tip, but it's a tip that works, which is do the hardest thing first. And this could mean and be interpreted in many different ways. Like it could be in life in general, do the hardest thing first, or it could also just be on a day-to-day basis. Of all the things that you have to do today, do the hardest thing first. And that's what I am trying to do. I have this paper that I need to put up, and it's a lot of work, a lot of brain work. It's almost 11 a.m. now, and I'm going to do it, and I'm hoping to be done by this afternoon. So as much as I dread doing it, I would much rather do a million other things. Okay, checking in at the 1 hour mark. It's 12:15 now. I got the document started. I would say I'm like a quarter way through. I actually thought that I'll be done before Mika comes home, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It looks like my document has about 7 sections and I'm only at section 3. But I have the skeleton of the document ready, which I think it's a bulk of the work. And I'm using ChatGPT to help me a lot also, so that's been a great help. So yeah, just typing out. I'm also glad that my parents sent me to typing classes when I was very young. I remembered that at that time the PCs were like this thick, you know, we were using floppy disks and all that. And my parents really invested a lot and prioritized in our education. So I grew up not really doing a lot of fun stuff, I would say, other than playing at home, but I don't even remember playing that much. My parents really wanted us to just study, and we were not like well to do. We were very like average income. My dad worked 2 jobs, and I remember that they would send us to this under the void deck. There is this like computer center where kids can go to learn computers. So yeah, it's something very small, but in times like this when I need to type a lot, I actually really appreciate that my parents sent me to that computer class. I also remember the teacher. She was like a Malay lady. She was very thin, and she was very not fun, but she was very kind. And I remember that we would just go there every week, me and my brother.
What's your food on? Okay, mom.
What's okay? What's okay?
Okay.
How many
Where's my big fuck?
What's okay?
My big fuck. I'm on.
How's your okay?
Good. Yeah, I was finish. Oh, oh, wait.
How's your emotions? Check.
Oh, wait, mama, what is playing? Wait, I want to know. I'm a big car. There's that one.
Okay.
Okay, mama.
When
I
you
after I give you. After I give you. Wait, after I put it.
If you, I don't work any.
No.
You sure?
What is my thing?
Huh?
What is my thing?
Okay.
After I show you, can you give me that present?
Yeah, but you should eat first now.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so I just I just finished the first draft. Woohoo! It's about 2 o'clock now. A lot later than I thought, but it's okay. It's at least done. So I'm currently printing the document just to go through everything one more time with a lot of focus. It's a little bit boring because yeah, it's not an exciting document whatsoever. And then I'm going to do the content page, and then I'm going to circulate it for approval. So we're almost there, and I got a delivery So I'm gonna treat myself because I have managed to finish the draft. So let me open this up. I got a bag. This is a bag? I don't actually know what it is. Let me open it and see what it is. Okay, I'll put it here. All right. It's by this brand. Can't actually remember what I got. Maybe it's not anything exciting. Oh, it is a bag. Nice. Okay, so because I am making I'm doing a retreat at the end of this month. We are going to India. I'm super excited about it. I'm going with a friend of mine. She has an Ayurvedic business. They sell like essential oils and all the good stuff, but they also do retreats. And I'm going to follow them to India, my motherland, literally my motherland. Well, not my motherland, my grandmother's land. And I wanted to get a bag where I could put stuff in it. So I did a lot of research, and this is the bag that I decided to get. And it looks pretty cool. Wasn't very expensive. It's got that thing at the back, and I'm hoping that I can, yeah, I'm sure you can. I will play around with the strap and then adjust it. But the idea is to kind of carry it like on the chest or beneath the chest a little bit. The current one that I have, which is this one, it's a little bit dressy and also it's very small. Can you see? I wore this the other day, and yeah, it's really nice, but it's kind of small. And I'm thinking that when I'm on the trip, I would be needing to carry my water bottle with me. I might want to carry my iPad with me. So apparently this is big enough for that. Let me see, where's my iPad? iPad, where are you? Okay, this is my iPad, and I think it's gonna fit in here. Oh, this is perfect. My iPad, and this is gonna be my AirPods bag as well. Water bottle, nice. It all fits in there, and then my usual barang-barang. So I'm very excited. I'm excited about the trip because it's sort of it's not a solo trip, but it's the closest thing that I think I would ever be comfortable with a solo trip, which is to go with friends. I will be meeting I'll be making new friends there as well. So yeah, I'm excited. The material is really good. I think it's gonna be quite hardy for the travels, and I like that I can put my phone or my passport in here. I love it. I love the hardware as well. It's sort of a gunmetal hardware, and I will extend this later to suit my height. Yay! I'm excited. I completely forgot that I ordered this though, because I have my Shein cart, which I almost got another one. So it's good that this came. Oh, the zip is kind of rigid. Okay, there you go. So I don't need to get another one. So I'm very excited about that. Let me see. Okay, my printout is ready. Let me get that. So this is the printout. The document came up to 16 pages long. So now I am going, oh, I printed out the wrong way. That's okay, I think. Okay, I need to put in page numbers as well. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to PDF this and print it out so that it comes out nicely. So yes, first draft ready. I'm going to do another printout in PDF form. And then I'm gonna review it. And then I'm gonna treat myself to lunch, to my mom's cooking because she gave me some food the other day. And it's sambal udang and pad thai. And I usually would eat that with rice, but since I'm on a health kick at the moment, I will try to eat it with bread instead of rice. Lunch was amazing and very heavy. I'm glad I chose to have it with bread instead. Okay, so back to this whole like tip that I really dislike, but I do sometimes follow it, which is to do the toughest thing first. I wanted to tell you about this exercise that I did when I was in London. I was part of the like management trainee program, so we did this whole. It was a very Harry Potter thing that we did in an estate in London. But anyways, it was very fun memories. I mean, it was one of my favorite memories. Of working in the bank. And basically, it was an exercise where there were about like 30 of us, and the instructor basically told us to line ourselves up and to people depending on your preference. Like, are you someone who will do the work first and then play later? Or are you someone who doesn't mind playing and then finishing the work later? Or are you kind of somewhere in between? So it was very interesting. I was definitely at the extreme end of doing the work first and then play. And it is not, there's no right or wrong answer. I'm not saying that that's the like the model student choice, as long as you get it done, right? But some people are able to, not think about the work, and they are able to enjoy the play, and then whenever they feel like doing the work, they will do it as long as it fits the timeline and deadline that you have. And I always found that very admirable of people who could, like compartmentalize their tasks, and also their playtime. Because for me, even if you force me to go on the other end and I need to enjoy myself and then do the work later, trust me, I will not be enjoying myself. I just cannot imagine playing before when I have a task to do, if you know what I mean. Like, if you have homework, like, would you play first or do homework? But it's very interesting, and there were a lot of people who were, it's a spectrum, and there were a lot of people also in the middle. I guess, depending on the situation, they might play first or they might do the work first. But I'm definitely someone who does the work first. It's not necessarily, again, there's no good and bad in this. It's just the way your brain is wired or your preference. And yeah, so that's basically it. Whenever I have tasks like this, that actually this thing is due on Monday and it's Thursday today, but I just didn't want to push it to tomorrow. I want to be able to enjoy my weekend. So that's why I decided to just get it out of the way. And I'm really glad I did that. But as I, became older and I got married, for example, to Mim, and he is someone who I think is sort of like in the middle or maybe towards the end of the other side of the spectrum. Like, I don't think he minds like playing first and then doing the work later, as long as he meets the deadlines. And that's something I always found interesting. For example, like when we are on our usual work days and I'll be like just doing work, right? And there are tasks at home that we need to do, like for example, fixing this or sorting something out. And he would just like happily go and sort things out. And I'm like, but don't you have work to do? Like, wouldn't you like want to finish that first before you do this other task? And he's like, yeah, it's okay. So I always found that admirable that he's able to do that. And then when I started managing teams, also I had to. The thing about this is that if you are on the ends of the spectrum, I think you have a very strong preference for it, and it's it becomes a bit challenging when you start managing people, because you kind of want them to also follow your way. I wanted my team to, yeah, just get it done first and then you go for lunch, or get it done first and then. But I've learned to sort of let go and allow people to, do it at their preference. And then now that I have kids, I also wonder whether, it's a nature versus nurture thing, right? Like, because I'm his mom, would they also grow up to want to do the work first and then play later? But then there's my husband who's the father. I think I can't really see it for my younger kids yet, but for my oldest son, I think he's sort of like in the middle, because he is okay to just play and then prepare his bag later, whereas I would want to prepare my bag and then I'll play. So I think he's kind of a good mix between me and him. So that's just something interesting. Like, let me know which part of the spectrum you belong to, or are you sort of in the middle? Are you able to like enjoy, like truly enjoy yourself if you know you have work to be done, or are you able to just like, I set a timeline and then I'm just gonna play. And when I feel like I want to do the work, I'll get it done. So it'll be interesting for me to find out as well. Okay, so right now let me just I need to have a think about what I want to do next. It's already 3:30 and the twins are gonna come back at about 5 plus. I want to be able to do an activity with them today. So that means I have about an hour of work that I need done. An hour doesn't sound like a lot. So I think I'm going to just do like little things, get them ticked off my checklist so that, might not be the big things, but I'm at least ticking things off. So let's look at my to-do list. Let's see, what can I do? Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna tick off a few small annoying things that I have to do. Oh, I have to do a submission this afternoon tonight. So maybe I'll do that at about 6 plus. Okay. Yep, let's do it. Why? What's another right thing to do? Make it dirty, right? Someone is cleaner and is wasting the toothpaste. Show her how to brush her teeth. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Nose and out and round about. Move and brush around. Hold it back. Don't swallow all the toothpaste. Rinse, spit. Help her reach the base. Watch out for sticky bits. Tell her that you're proud of your little crocodile. Look in the mirror. Smile, smile, smile. Show your teeth. Smile. You okay? So it's the end of the day. It's about 9 o'clock now. I'm just chilling, watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think Mim is going to be back soon. He's been traveling, and this is my favorite part of the day where I just get to zonk out and just scroll through my phone and watch TV. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.